Welcome to Lesson 1, Part 2 on subtraction. We will cover all the basics of subtraction and figure out how to do your basic subtraction problems. Let's first start off with the definition. What does subtraction mean? When we're talking subtraction, we're talking about taking away. We're talking about removing a certain quantity from another. In a subtraction problem, we know that we're talking about the difference. The answer in your subtraction problem is called the difference. And subtraction is demonstrated by the little dash, the minus symbol. Let's look at a quick example of a very basic subtraction problem. Let's say you have $7 and you go to the store to buy something that is $3. If we think we have 7 to begin with, we lose 3, we're going to be left with $4. So let's take a minute now to figure out how we write subtraction problems and how we can recognize subtraction problems, and make sure that we don't make any mistakes when we're doing so. Subtraction problems can be written down horizontally or vertically. As we can see here, 7 minus 4 is going to give us the exact same answer either time. However, we cannot write 4 minus 7 and expect to get the same thing. You are not able to write the numbers in any order you want and get the same answer. It is something you cannot simply do in subtraction. So as we go forward looking at problems, we must make sure we keep them in the same order. Thinking about another example, let's think about a cookie jar. And let's think about getting home with your friends, opening that cookie jar to find all your favorite kinds of cookies. Within this example, let's think about that jar being full of 27 delicious Oreo cookies, and you and your friends eat about 14 of them. So how many are left over? How many are going to be there maybe for your little brother or for your dad? Let's subtract first the ones. As we start a subtraction problem, we want to go ahead and make sure that we first subtract the ones place. 7 minus 4 will give us 3, and then this 3 we can drop down into the ones place of our answer. Going next to the tens place, we will subtract 2 and 1. So 2 minus 1 gives us an easy 1, and we get our final answer of 13. 13 cookies left in that cookie jar. But let's think about another very important example for subtraction. Let's think about getting a paycheck. And from that paycheck, you must deduct the bills, groceries that you buy, and even presents or things that you buy for enjoyment. So as we look up at our second example, we got to think about what's going to happen if we're trying to subtract numbers that are maybe bigger from the top number. For example, 250 minus 77. If we look at subtracting the ones place, we see that the 0 is definitely smaller than the 7 and can't be subtracted. Therefore, we go to the 5, take 1 away from the 5, making it a 4, and we can make our 0 into a 10. We add almost a 10 to it. 10 minus 7 is 3, and we get the answer portion that goes into our ones place. If we go to the tens place, we again take a look at saying 4 minus 7, and realizing that we can't simply subtract it like that, so we take away 2, make that a 1, our 4 becomes a 14, and 14 minus 7 is 7, so our 7 goes into the tens place. And now for the hundreds place, 1 minus 0 is 1, giving us a final answer of 173. Now, let's do one more example using two 3-digit numbers so that we can practice our skills of subtraction. Let's say we have 382 minus 196. We'll start the same way by subtracting the numbers in the ones place. 2 minus 6. We realize we have to take 1 away from the 8, making this 2 a 12, and 12 minus 6 gives you 6. We put 6 in the ones place. Then subtract 7 minus 9. We do the exact same thing. We're going to take 1 away from the 3. The 7 becomes a 17, and we get 8 for the tens place. In the hundreds place, we have a very easy 2 minus 1, which gives us 1, and our final answer is 186. Thinking about these subtraction examples and the world as a whole, we think about the connections that we can make with subtraction. We think about how people might need to establish a budget and have to subtract things from that budget in order to not run out of money at the end of the month. We think about going to the grocery store and buying food, and that food being subtracted from the money you walked in with. And then lastly, we might think of even the most basic example of just getting change back at any store.